Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stanford Math Tournament 2023 online. I know there's been some confusion this morning and some issues. We're going to talk through how the tournament is going to work. Um, and yeah, so first, we're going to talk about tournament logistics. Now, again, please pay attention to what I'm saying, as some things I'm going to say may differ from what's in these slides, as we are going to be calling a couple of audibles here. So first, the most important thing for you to do right now is to join the Gradescope. In order to do this, you should go to gradescope.com and create a student account. You'll also hopefully be receiving a link shortly to join the Gradescope, but definitely just set it up on your own. And you should use a class with entry code NX7G5D. And they might ask you for some other information too. It may ask you for your student ID, in which case you should include your Contest Dojo ID there, as well as your school, which you should actually put Stanford University, not any of your actual schools. The rules for the power round and Gradescope is that only one student should submit solutions for the entire team. If multiple submissions are received for any team, we'll be grading the submission with the lowest score. All students can join the Gradescope classroom. The power round will be available there through the Gradescope classroom. And the power round will be opening. That time is no longer accurate. We'll be announcing when the power round will be opening, but it'll be opening at a specific time. And when it opens, you'll be able to access the tests and work on it together. So here is our tournament schedule. Now, again, this is slightly subject to change since we are running a little bit behind. We're going to be starting the day with the power round in just a few more minutes, followed by the team rounds, then a little bit of a lunch break that'll probably be cut a little short. The individual rounds, either two 15-minute tests per subject or a 110-minute test for general, the guts round, and then finally the tiebreakers or the online activities. So first, again, please make sure you join the Discord server. We will be, actively present within these within this Discord server, and this is where you're gonna know what time tests start. Otherwise, there are not going to be team text and voice channels for teams to work. There will be separate. There will not be team and text and voice channels for teams to work. So in order to work with your teams for the power and team rounds, you should find some other method of communication, whether it's your own Discord server, whether it's other forms of social media, whether it's Zoom, but you should find your own form of communication with your teammates. This is really important. Again, though, you should be monitoring the Discord because all of the announcements that need to be sent will be sent through the Discord. Additionally, some of the basic ground rules for all the tests are that there are no aids besides protractors, compasses, rulers, writing utensils, scratch paper, and a dictionary. During the team test, organizational aids such as overleaf, whiteboards, shared notebooks, Google Docs, etc. are allowed. Do not ever direct message competition administrators. Always direct all questions. Oh, this is also incorrect. We'll be sending out a Google form for questions. In particular, a Google form will be in particular for round-based questions. So if you're actively taking a round and you think there's a problem that needs a clarification, that is what the Google form should be used for. And yeah, coaches are not permitted to aid their students in solving problems in any way during individual or team tests. However, should students or coaches have logistical concerns, they're welcome to pass it along to the coaches who may contact us directly in the coaches corner. Test specifics. So before a test, you should be joining the center stage staging channel. There are not individual test specific ones, so just the center stage staging channel. Yeah, before a test, you should be in the center stage staging channels. Here, we're going to give you specific instructions for that test. And then after that, we will make an announcement about when the actual round will start. And then depending on whether it's the power round or one of the other rounds, you should be on Gradescope or Contest Dojo waiting for the test to start. And then once the test starts, you get started on the test. So again, it says you should move into your testing environment once dismissed from the staging channel. For you guys, this will be just on your own on Contest Dojo for individual rounds, or meeting with your team, not in the Discord, not in the SMT 2023 Discord server, but rather elsewhere, so that you can communicate with them and work together. Yeah, so participants having their cameras on is no longer relevant. All tests on Contest Dojo, besides Guts, will have a 5-minute buffer period from the marked start time. You can start the test within 5 minutes of it opening on the website and still use the full amount of time. Test taking. So on Contest Dojo, open tests will be available with the Take Test button on the student dashboard. We'll announce the start of a test in the corresponding stage channel, we'll announce the start of the test in the announcements. Your test answers will be automatically saved. If you are taking a team-based test, then your answers will be updated in real time with your teammates. Once time runs out for a test, your answers are automatically submitted. There is no submit button per se, so don't go around looking for a submit button. Everything is automatically submitted. And you can format answers much like you would enter them in an online calculator. So for example, the square root of 3/2 would be rendered as root 3/2. Great. So problem disputes. Should we have a dispute after any test about one of the problems, you can submit a problem dispute at the above link. The disputes must be submitted by Wednesday, April 20th, and all decisions by SMT organizers on problem disputes are final. Okay, so yes, to reiterate, for the team-based rounds, you should be meeting with your team outside of the Discord server. For the individual-based rounds, you should just be taking the tests. You shouldn't be communicating with your team. You shouldn't be in a voice call, and you should be doing those on your own. Everything else, more specific instructions for each round and how they're going to work, will be present and available in the staging channel right before the round starts. So this concludes our orientation. This concludes our orientation. Please make your way to the general staging channel in Discord at 9:30 a.m. Pacific